Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Alex with the WP Creators Club. And in this video, I want to introduce a new plugin that we have called Divi Creative Login. And while, yes, obviously it gives you more control over the styling and the control of the login form, which I'll get into in a minute, there are a couple other big features, and the main one being the ability to redirect users when they log in based on their user role. So maybe you have a WooCommerce store and you want customers to go see a Black Friday or Cyber Monday special before they get to the My Account page when they log in. You can do that. Maybe you want subscribers to go to an upsell page or something whenever they log into the website. You can do that as well. It supports any user role, including custom user roles that are added by plugins or that you may add through your own functions PHP file, which I'll show you in a minute. And you can redirect to any page, any post. It supports custom post types that get added through plugins or, again, that you may add. You can redirect to the WordPress dashboard. You can redirect to a custom URL if you want, maybe some custom URL on your website or an external URL, or you can just refresh the page as it is. And I'll show you all that in a minute, and I'll show you the other customization things that you can do in terms of the form, custom error messages, things like that. The other big feature that it has is kind of from a security standpoint. Normally when you log into the website, and let me jump over to this page. This is just the normal Divi login. If you were to just click login without filling anything in, you'll see that it takes you to the WordPress login, and it tells you the username field and the password field is empty. If I have a custom page with a login, I don't want my users to see this. I want them to stay on the same page. So when the plugin is activated, they will go back to the same page and be shown a custom error message. The other benefit is that, let's say I type in a username and a wrong password. With the standard WordPress login and the Divi login, they come back here, but you'll see the error message says the password you entered for the username admin is incorrect. So this is telling people that this is the correct username, but the password is wrong. If I'm a hacker or somebody trying to do something malicious on your website or gain access to an area I'm not supposed to have access to, I now know one piece of important information, which is I know I have the right username. Now I just need to guess the right password. And I don't really like that. So what the plugin allows you to do is create, first of all, it keeps people on this page or on their login page. And it allows you to specify a custom message that you can set by default. It tells you that the login is incorrect in general, and it doesn't tell you if one piece of information is correct or not. So it just adds kind of a little extra layer of security, a small one, but it's better than, I think, revealing important information like that. So let me jump over to my plugins here. Let me go ahead and activate our creative login here. And then we will jump back over to the creative login page. So here's what it looks like. I mean, you can totally customize this, but while this is active, or while you're using this, if I just hit access site, which you can customize what this says, filling nothing in, the page is going to reload itself, and it's going to display a custom error message that I specified earlier. When I edited the plugin. So you'll see incorrect login information, please try again. And let's say I put in a username and just fill in a password. You'll see that we're going to end up on the exact same page here when it reloads, meaning, yeah, incorrect login information, try again. So it keeps people on this page. I think it just looks a little bit more professional than sending them to the WordPress page. But let's go ahead and edit this, and I'm going to show you all the cool stuff you can do with this. So let me jump over here to my visual builder, and I'm going to go ahead and edit the module. And this top section here is where you add the redirects, and I'll get into that in a minute. I'm going to show you the login elements and the login failure and things like that. So under login elements, you can control what the label is. So by default, WordPress asks for username or email address. Maybe you want to force people to use usernames, or you want to encourage them to use their username. You can change that. Or if you want to encourage them to use their email address, you can do that as well. You can also change the password label if you'd like. The remember me field you can turn on or off. And you can change the label. So maybe you want to say remember this device instead, since it uses cookies that get installed on the device, or on the browser rather. You can turn the password reset link on or off. You can change what the label is for it. Maybe it's click here to reset your password. So you can change whatever you would like that to be. And of course, the login button text, instead of access site, I could say login. And then you have the already logged in message. So you can show a message to people when they're already logged in. The form will be replaced with whatever you write here. And there are a couple of cool placeholder or variables that you can use for this. And if you click on the question mark for the description, you'll see that there are 4. So you can show the user's display name, you can show their first name, their last name, and their email address. I may add more to this later depending on what people need, but I thought this was a good jumping off place. So right now when they're logged in, it says welcome back, first name, and then user email. And then I'll do some examples where I log in and you'll be able to see what that looks like. Let's jump to the login failure. This is the message that gets shown when the login doesn't work out. And you can type your own message here. This is just the default message. If we go to the design tab, we can now style all this, so we can control the labels. So there are 2 fields, 2 positions for field labels. You can show it above it, which is standard, or you can do on fields, which gives you this kind of material design kind of effect where it slides up above it. So that's on fields or above fields. So I'm going to leave it as on fields. I kind of like that. You can customize the fields just like you can in the normal Divi login module. So maybe I'll make the background transparent. And then for the border styles, maybe I'll get rid of this border. And instead I'll just put a 2 pixel bottom border here. So it'll kind of be like the Google Material logins if I wanted to do something like that. And let me change this border radius here because they have little curves there. We'll just flatten it out. Sorry if you can hear my laptop. It kind of sounds like a jet engine at the minute here. The label text. So we can change the font for the labels. Right now it's Poppins Light, but maybe we'll make it heavy. Totally up to you. Alignment, style, kind of all that fun stuff. I won't go through all this stuff. You can change it for the remember me text as well. The error message that gets displayed, we'll change this to Poppins. Regular's fine. Maybe I'll increase the font size a little bit here. And the line height. Yeah, that looks fine. A little bold, but whatever. The submit button as well, you can customize that button. Right now I've got it set to a custom styles for the button, where I've got this gradient, and you can change kind of all this stuff on the fly. Let's see here. You can change the icon. Right now I believe I've got the lock icon, but maybe we want to do the key. And I'll set it so it's always there. Alright, let's see here. Yep, that all looks good. And then of course in the advanced tab, I provided access for the custom CSS if you want to control the failure message, the login form itself, the labels, fields, login button. So you can access all this stuff if you want. Let's jump back real quick to the redirects. I'm going to show you this. So I'm going to add a new item. And it asks you for the user role, the post type. So I'm going to say for administrators, I can redirect to a post, a page, a project, a product, refresh. I'm going to say the WP dashboard for admins. And then I will name that admin redirect. So just in this list here, I know what's what. So let's add another one. And I'm going to say for customers that log in, I want to send them to a product. And the product I want to send them to is my new product here. And I'll call this customer redirect. And I'll add one more. I'm going to say for subscribers, I want them to go to, I just wanted to refresh the current page actually for subscribers. Subscriber redirect, there we go. Alright, so now I've got my 3 redirects in here, admin, customer, and subscriber. I'm going to go ahead and save this page. And then once it's done saving, we'll go through all of them and I'll kind of show you how they all look and kind of how they all operate. So once Divi gets done saving here. Taking its good sweet time. I should probably restart my, my computer every now and then. This thing's been on forever. All right. So let's go ahead and refresh this page so we can see our changes. All right. So let me get rid of this because I had a failed login attempt. So if I get rid of our flag there in the URL. There we go. All right. So let's try first just logging in with the subscriber. And even though I'm asking for email address, or that's what the label is, this still will accept either because WordPress will accept either the username or the email address. And I'm going to click login. And see, now it's logged me in, and here's the message. Welcome back, Ray. That was the name I gave my subscriber. And here's the email. And I'm going to go ahead and log out. So it just refreshed the same page there. So now let's try our customer. And we'll log in. And this is I created a user with the username customer and the customer user role, and you'll see we are now on my WooCommerce product, my new product here. So let's go ahead and we will head back to where we were, which is Divi creative login. And you'll see my customer doesn't have a name. I didn't give him one, so this is empty, but he does have an email, obviously. Let's log out. And now I'll log in with the admin account. And you'll see that we will end up right on our WordPress dashboard here. See? So now you can have one URL or one login to serve kind of all of your customers, no matter what their user role is. Welcome back, Alex. See, so that's pretty much all there is to it. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can do with it. Again, it supports all custom post types, custom user roles, things like that. If you have any comments, suggestions, questions, definitely let me know. I'd love to hear from them or hear from you. I'd love to hear them. And I will continue to tweak and build on the plugin. So thanks again, guys. And this plugin is available to all WP Creators Club members for life. Use unlimited websites, as is all our plugins and all our products. If you're a member, you get access to everything. And I will see you guys in the next video. Happy creating.